Hey there. Question for you today. Are you having trouble sleeping? Do you find that you're working out later in the day, early in the afternoon? Do you think that actually might be having an effect on your sleep? Well, you are having trouble with your sleep and you are in menopause and perimenopause throughout this transition. Absolutely, exercising later in the day can be affecting your sleep. So let's connect that to your sleep, exercise, and we know we're supposed to be exercising, right? It's just part of a healthy lifestyle. However, when you exercise from perimenopause on is just as important as how you exercise and how much you exercise. Why is that? So let's connect the dots again here. So when you are exercising later in the day, exercise increases your cortisol level. Well, what our body is intended to do is as the day goes on, our cortisol levels are supposed to decline and be replaced with melatonin, which is what helps us to sleep. However, in perimenopause and menopause, our cortisol tends to be a little high to begin with. Stress, less estrogen and progesterone absolutely affects our cortisol levels, also affects our weight, ladies. So what is happening here when we're working out or exercising and really exercising, going for a walk around the block, that's not a big deal. But if you're really exercising, you put the effort in and getting your heart rate going, and it's later in the day, 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, you could potentially be causing your cortisol levels to spike when they really need to be going the opposite direction. And so that can absolutely affect your sleep. Think about it. When you're exercising, you're all, you've got your endorphins going. And now you get home and it's 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And typically you would be slowing down at that point, maybe getting ready for bed. But your cortisol levels up and you're anxious and you got stuff going on. And all of a sudden it's 10:30 and you think, I gotta go to get to bed. I gotta get some sleep. And you go to bed and you can't sleep. So your cortisol level can very well be affecting sleep. And the exercise done later in the day is helping that or causing that to bump at a time when you need it to be declined. So I'm Denise Siegel. I am the menopause mentor. I hope this was helpful for you. Exercise in perimenopause and menopause is absolutely essential. However, the time you exercise is just as equally as important as how much you exercise. If this is something that you've been wondering if your hormones are affecting you and you're noticing some symptoms, please take my hormone clarity tool. It's a free tool. The link will be here, and it really will help you to connect the dots with your symptoms. I'm Denise Siegel. I'll see you again next time.